Hey, what's going on, everyone? Kevin here, Jim and Madden Gaming, and we're back today with my first ever Insta grading with CGC. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take a look at just three cards today, and we're going to guess, or take my predictions rather, at what I think the grades will be, whether that be a 1 to a 10 or 0.5s even, because I'm going to go ahead and get subgrades on these. And we're going to submit the cards and then take a look at the grades in the same video. So for you guys, it's happening in just a couple minutes. For me, it should take about 10 days or so. But let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm just going to move these boxes over. You can probably see what's going on here. We're going to have a couple of these guys. But firstly, and I'm going to blur out a lot of this information because obviously I don't need you guys seeing a lot of this. I got my information already printed out. This box is going to be shipped first thing in the morning. So 2 weeks ago, I guess. So I've already got the cards here I'm going to be submitting. Here's the price. You can see I'm paying $121 there to get these 3 cards graded. But that's because I'm doing rush. I'm not waiting 2 months for these things to come back. I want to get it done quickly. And then shipping is also pretty expensive because I am insuring this package because I'm expecting these cards to be worth quite a few $100s when they come back. Now, first thing, we pulled this the other day in a video. You guys will, or probably a couple weeks now in this video, you guys will have seen this card already. So let's bring it in and take a look at it. So we have our amazing rare Celebi. I'm just going to go ahead and leave it in here. But my guess for this one is going to be a 9.5. It should get a 10 on the surface. I'll go ahead and pull it out of this just so we can see it here. I think we're going to get a 9.5. The surface looks great. No problems on the surface. The edges, there's absolutely zero whitening. The corners look fantastic. The only reason I say 9.5 is because I think the centering is off by just a little bit, like a 64th. I got a big tape here. I got to buy a smaller one. This is the smallest one I've got right now. But as you can see right here, if we come in here, we've got 3/16 of an inch on this side. And if we check right over here, it actually maybe a 64th smaller. Now I know a 64th might not seem like much, but that could potentially lower our grade. Same on top to bottom here. If we bring this into the 6-inch mark, that's exactly 3/16 of an inch. And over here, if we bring it in and take a look at it, you'll see, okay, top to bottom looks perfect. Side to side though, maybe off just a little. So 9.5 to a 10 is my guess for this one. We'll see here in a few minutes what it gets. The only problem I have with these card savers is sometimes these cards are a little tough to get in here without damaging them. And as you can see here, I got submission number 3, line number 2. What that is when you're submitting to CGC. Now this is my first time, so in the future I will do a video on how to do it properly after I get this first package back. That way if you guys want to do it, you guys can do it. Or maybe I'll even start offering this service. But as you can see, right here, this is our line 1. It's the first things we're submitting, and there's 2 of them. So when we get to the Charizards here in just a minute, both of these are for Charizards. Line number 1, card 1, and line number 1, card 2, because there's 2 cards on line 1. And that's how you got to submit these when you do it. That way when they get the package, they know what they have, and they can get their job done quicker. Now that we've taken a look at Celebi, and we've taken our guess at what it is, next thing we're going to do is we're going to open up these 2 Charizard boxes, because I want to send in both of these Charizard VMAX, or Dizadon VMAX. But I think VMAX is pronounced something different in Japanese, but I can't remember off the top of my head what it is. But let's go ahead and crack these boxes open and pull these Charizards out so we can take a look at them and sleeve them up and send them out. Now I do have 3 of these boxes. I'm only going to rip 2 of them open and send 2 of the cards in. I'm going to keep the other one sealed. But from looking online, these Charizards, if they're graded and they come back a 9 to a 10, they're worth between $200 and $400. And I'm having a hard time opening this, so give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Let me just rip it open with this little hook here. Oh, there we go. Anyway, as I was saying, this Charizard card, I guess I can just tear the box. It doesn't matter. I'm not saving it. Okay, Charizard comes back between $200 and $400 for this particular card. So I want to get a couple of these graded. This coin looks awesome as well. Let's pop this case open. Take a look at this coin. So this is a really cool looking coin. You can see the effect on it is awesome. Alright, we'll just hit that back here. And here is our Charizard card. Be very gentle with this. I'm going to go ahead and throw a sleeve on it right now just so we don't scratch it up or anything while we are taking a look at it. Hopefully these things come out great because I'm opening both of these up because I want them both to get a good grade. Now, let's see what we think. Let's turn it over. Looks pretty good. I don't see anything wrong with it. There's a mark here, but I think that, okay, that was on the sleeve. Centering could be off on the back of this one. Where'd my tape measure go? I lost it. Is it behind Charizard? No, it's under my packing slip. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. It's about a quarter of, or an eighth of an inch. Sorry, quarter of an inch. No, that's an eighth. Sorry. Eighth of an inch and 3/16. So we're probably going to get dinged on the centering on this one. On the back at least. Let's check out the front. These ones are kind of hard to tell. Down here, we can try it right here. About 3/16, which seems to be average. And about 3/16. So the centering on the front seems really good. I can't check top to bottom. There's just nowhere to check it. I don't even know how they're going to check it. But centering on this one, top to bottom, on the front, side to side, looks great. The back, though, more on the left than on the right, so maybe a 9. The surface, corners, and edges should get a 10 as far as I'm concerned because this thing is in great condition. It just came out. There's nothing on the edges. So this will be submission number 2. Line 1, card 2. And I'm guessing a 9 to a 9.5 on this one. See if we can get it in there. Alright. And while we're here, let's take a look at the rest of the cards in this Charizard deck, because there's also a Dizadon V. Okay. It's my first time opening one of these decks, so I'm not even sure what's in here. Let's run through it real quick and see what we've got. We've got Charizard, Victini, and we'll just go through it like this. I can't remember. Necrozma maybe. Shigaduda, Rolycolis, Carcoles, and obviously Colossal. Tauros, Fastball, Great Ball, I think it's a Fastball. Kubaru, Incense, Rotom, Dex, Pokegear 3.0, Pokemon Nagai, Pokemon Switch, Pokemon Catcher, Reset Stamp, Cynthia, maybe? I believe that's her name. We got, what's his name? Hop, there you go. And a bunch of fire energies. Anything in the back? Fighting energies. And that's it for that deck. So, seems like a pretty cool deck, especially these. Sorry, I hope they were on the screen there for you. I was looking over the camera. These Charizards are really nice cards. They'd probably grade well as well. They both look like their centering is perfect. But that's not what we're here for today. I might even put a couple of those up for sale just to help out. And it came with a play mat here, which is really cool. I'm going to leave this sealed. But the picture of the play mat, if you guys want to see it, is right here on the back. It's a really nice play mat. There's a bunch of damage counters in there. So that's cool. But let's break open this second one and pull out this Charizard VMAX. Dizadon. You guys all know how to say Charizard in Japanese now, if you want to call him Dizadon. Dizadon. Some people will say Lizardon, but that symbol in Japanese is a little strange. Some people do pronounce it with an L, like an L. Others pronounce it sort of like a D. But if you were to spell it in English, it would be an R. So, it's strange. These boxes are hard to open. Okay, there's our other little promo pack there. I'm not sure if there's anything on the other side of this card. But, there's that. I'm going to leave the other deck sealed up like that. I just want to get this Charizard card off of here. Oh, I didn't pull the protective cover off. Hopefully the centering on the back of this one's better. I would like this one to get a 10. Alright, let's see what we got. This appears to be the same. Might be off left to right. But we'll put a sleeve on it and we'll check it out. Okay, let's do a little bit of measuring here. Bring it up so you guys can see it. We got just about... Is it going to focus? There we go. Nope, focus. Why won't you focus? Alright, so about 3/16 right there. As you can see, I'm measuring right here by my thumb from the edge to the edge of the black, which is about 3/16. And same here, 3/16 as well. So side to side on the front is great. Like I said, I can't check top to bottom because I don't know what to check. Side to side on the back. Let's see, we've got what was that, 7/64. And over here we'll start at the 5 and we'll go backwards there. That's about the same. About 7/64. Top to bottom looks good. Oh, is there a little nick on the top of this card? We might not get a perfect edge on this one. There appears to be a little nick right there. If you can see it. Let me turn it the right way. Right there. See that? So, maybe a 9 to a 9.5 on the edges. So, I'm expecting this one to come back as a 9 to a 9.5. Same with, here, we'll go over them all one more time before we get them graded in 12 seconds. Okay, so everything's in the boxes now. We've got our Charizard VMAX Submission 1. Let me do this here. Charizard VMAX Submission 1, Submission 2, and Amazing Rare Celebi Submission 3. This one I'll be keeping for myself. These two will probably be up for sale because, like I said, I've got another one up on the shelf right there. Somewhere, right there. But I'll be keeping that one sealed for my collection. These ones I want to sell to make enough money to send in a whole bunch more cards for grading. Now, let's go ahead and take these 3 cards and get them graded. Let's just spin them around. And boom, we've got graded cards. So, here we go. We've got our 3 CGC graded cards, our 2 Charizards and our 1 Celebi. I'm just going to go ahead and put them in order here. As you can see right on the back, they are numbered. The last 3 digits are actually our submission numbers. So we've got 3, 2, and 1, which means this should be Charizard, Charizard, and Celebi. Now, give me 1 second here. Let me grab my notes because in the time that I spun the cards around, I forgot what my guesses were. So, because it actually took 2 weeks. Anyway, let's start off with our first one here. It's going to be our Charizard. Now, this one I said had bad damage on the edge, I believe. So I said 9 to a 9.5 was my guess. You guys can go back like 6 minutes and you'll know. So let's see what it's got. We've got a 9.5. So let me zoom it in so you guys can see this card. I love the CGC cases and they just look fantastic compared to this PSA case, which is still nice. But when you put them together, the CGC case just looks so much better, and I'll tell you, it feels much better in person. It feels a lot heavier, feels sturdier, and I feel like this card is well protected. Now, let's see what we got here. Centering 9.5, which I did guess. I didn't think any of them would get perfect centering. I said they were all off by like a 64th or so. But we got 9.5 centering, 10 surface, 10 corners, which I thought was fine. and the edge, which I knew was bad because this little nick right here, you can see there's a little bit of damage on it, so I knew it wasn't going to get a 10 on that. But if there wasn't a nick in the edge of that one, this would have been a Gem Mint 10, or Pristine 10, I believe it is. So let's put that back there and move on to the second Charizard. This one I said 9 to a 9.5 also, but I thought it was going to get a 10, 10, 10 on corners, surface, and edges. I thought the centering was off just a little bit. So, we've got a Gem Mint 9.5. Just like the other one here, Gem Mint 9.5. Only difference being, this one has 3 10s. We've got surface, corners, and edges 10s, and our centering is a 9, which, again, was my prediction. So I'm doing pretty good on the predictions so far. But, again, these things just look fantastic in these CGC cases. Alright. And our final card that we had sent in is this amazing rare Celebi. So let's see. Oh, my guess was 9.5 to a 10. I thought it was pretty good. I thought the centering was off a little bit, just like I said with the other ones. But everything else I said should be perfect. And we've got a Pristine 10 Celebi Amazing Rare from Legendary Heartbeat, card number 9. And just as I said, centering I said would be a little off. We got a 9.5, but we got a surface, corner, and edges 10, which is the pretty close to the other Charizards. They were all right around the same area. But there you have it. There are our 3 CGC graded cards. Let me zoom it out a little bit so you can see them all again. I'll bring them in so you can see them. And make sure my face cam's not in the way so you guys can see all these cards on the screen. But there they are. Let me know what you guys think of the CGC cases compared to PSA cases. I don't have any Beckett cases on hand, or I would show you Beckett cases. But these 2 Charizard cards here are going to be up for sale. So I'm going to be posting those pretty soon. I'm going to try not to have them online, like on Facebook, trading groups or anything too early. That way you guys don't see them too early. But they might get put out there early. Last thing I want to say is I think it's pretty cool that CGC made their cases stackable with PSA cases. So they fit together nicely. You can store these together. The PSA case might be slightly larger, but nope, they're about the same. They're pretty much the same size. They stack, as you can see. CGC, PSA cases, they stack. Who knew? Alright, so that's going to be it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think of these graded cards. Do you agree with the grades? I think they're pretty fair. I think they're great grades, actually. And CGC did a wonderful job of getting these graded on time. I paid for express delivery or express care, which is supposed to be 10 days. 10 working days is what they say. But they ended up getting it done in like 7 or 8 working days. And I got these back within 14 days. So from the time they left my house to the time I got them back was exactly 14 days. So I was extremely happy with that. Alright, that's it for this video. I will see you guys on Friday for Flipping Friday, where we will be opening up a Marshadow GX figure collection. So, you have a chance to win a Marshadow GX figurine on Friday. Alright, I will see you guys on Friday. Thanks for watching.